welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to be all about maintaining colored hair and making sure it stays healthy. I recently dyed my hair. I bleached it and dyed it at home. It's the first time I've ever bleached my own hair. I have been dyeing my hair really bright colors for about 10 years now, since high school. I get a lot of questions all the time on how I keep my hair so bright and what colors I use and what products I use. Just thought I would share with you guys. I know in quarantine right now, so many people are dyeing their hair and experimenting, which is so awesome to see. I just want to make sure you keep your hair healthy, and if you want it to stay bright, to keep it bright. Don't shampoo your hair as often. I generally shampoo my hair once a week, and that's including me doing full workouts, sweating and all that stuff. So I know that's kind of gross to some people, but that will help not fade your hair as much, because obviously the more you wash it and the more shampoo and everything is going into it, it just goes right down the drain. Dry shampoo is crucial. I will generally put dry shampoo in my hair about 2 days to 3 days after I shampoo it, and I have a couple tricks with that. Either put it in at night before you go to bed so it soaks up the oils while you're sleeping, or if you're going to work out the next day, put the dry shampoo in your hair before you work out, and then it absorbs the oils instead of afterwards. I find that that just works a lot better for me, and the natural oils are already like soaking in to the dry shampoo. So lately I have been using 2 different kinds of dry shampoo intermittently. I have been using the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day dry shampoo. The other one I have been using, which is a lot more cost effective, is the Dove dry shampoo, and this one is actually the Go Active one, so it is for when you work out. I also throughout the week will put my hair up. It gradually goes from being styled to being put up. Maybe I put it in a braid. Hats are amazing. I've definitely been trying to like learn different hairstyles, so it's not just the same basic updo when my hair is getting dirty. Shower with cold water. I'm talking ice cold water when you're washing your hair. So what I normally do is literally like do a back bend in the shower, so the cold water is only hitting my hair and not my body, because I make it really cold. That's how I like to do it. I know that some people do it in their kitchen sink. The faucet changes so that it's kind of like a shower head faucet. I don't personally like doing that just because you have to flip your hair over, and washing my hair, I'd rather just go back with it. It's a personal preference, but that would ensure that your body doesn't get freezing cold while you're washing your hair. So the reason for that is when you use hot water, your hair follicles open up and then all of the dye drains out. So you definitely don't want to use hot water. You will still lose a little bit of color every time you wash your hair, but it won't be completely going down the drain. Don't use any shampoos that have sulfate in it, so use all sulfate-free shampoos. There's a lot on the market now that are for colored hair specifically. Go for those ones, because the sulfate is essentially a clarifying shampoo which strips all of your natural oils and also will strip the color out of your hair. You don't want to do that. Those clarifying shampoos are very harsh on colored hair. For shampoo and conditioner, I love this brand. It is called Brazilian Bond Builder. When I go to the salon and get my hair done, the people who do my hair are literally bright color, vivid color specialists. They gave me this shampoo. This is what they use. I ran out of the shampoo, so I only have conditioner left. It is an amazing product for colored hair. Use a deep conditioner. I generally do this when I wash my hair, so it's once a week. I don't go overboard with the deep conditioner. So this is the Olaplex one, and if you dye your hair at all, or even if you don't dye your hair, like every single person I know is obsessed with this product. They have an entire line of shampoos, conditioners, deep conditioners. You don't want to use the Brazilian Bond Builder. The Olaplex has an entire line. These are both a little bit expensive. Don't use as many heat tools as you normally would. That goes in general for any hair that you want to keep healthy. You don't want to be using heat on your hair all the time. It does open up those follicles, and it's not good for your hair, especially when it's brittle after you've bleached it and put all the dye in it. That is the same for going in the sun, so it's great to wear a hat. It's like when you put sunscreen on your skin, you should be doing the same for your hair. I have the Living Proof Heat Styling Spray. This is literally goes up to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. So whenever you're straightening your hair, curling it, whatever, use a heat spray beforehand and make sure you protect your hair. This also includes going out in the sun. So I use heat about 2 to 3 times a week on my hair. When I get out of the shower, I blow dry my hair. Sometimes I'll let it air dry, then style it. And then for a couple days, I'll either just fix up some curls or not use heat at all and do the updos and stuff when it's getting a little bit dirty. So one tip I have for when you're blow drying your hair, I have this spray. It's called Power Dry Me. And it actually, I don't know how it does it, but it makes your hair blow dry faster. So you won't have heat on your hair for such a long period of time. This works amazing for me. So it says it forms a thin layer around hair fibers, creating better cuticle alignment, better airflow, and less water entrapment. If you have one color of hair, you can add some hair dye into your conditioner and leave it in for about 10 minutes. For me, I did an ombre, so I can't really do that. I will say I did touch up a little spots before I got in the shower the other day. The type of hair dye you use makes a huge difference as well. So this is my first time using Arctic Fox and I love the colors. It definitely faded a lot quicker than I thought it was going to off of like 1 or 2 washes. I'll put right here what brand I normally do when I'm dyeing my hair myself. It's called Argan Oil. Obviously it also has argan oil in it, so it's really great for your hair. I'm not knocking Arctic Fox though. It is a conditioner inside of the hair dye, so you can leave it on for 5 hours while you're dyeing your hair, which will obviously make it last a little bit longer. So there's pros and cons to different hair dyes, and honestly it's just how your hair reacts to it. I know it's summer and it sounds amazing to get in the pool or the ocean, but that is so bad for your colored hair. Definitely chlorine. It actually may change the color of your hair depending on what color your hair is. You don't want to do that. You are just running a risk of who knows what color your hair is going to be after it gets chlorine in it. Salt water also just strips your hair. When I went to Greece, I jumped in the sea. I did not care how much salt water was in it and it stripped my hair completely, which I was fine with, but just know that if you get salt water in your hair, it will fade it. It will take all the color out of it. Before you dye your hair, make sure your hair is greasy. So it is better to bleach and dye your hair when it's dirty. If you wash your hair right before you dye it, there will be a film on it from your conditioner, and the shampoo will strip all of your natural oils, so it won't cling to your hair as much. Also, when you're bleaching it, you do want those natural oils to be in your hair and kind of protect your hair a little bit. So this applies for both when you're doing it at home and going to a salon. Don't wash your hair for 24 hours to 72 hours after you dye it. What I did was I bleached my roots, bleached my hair, and then I dyed it all. I only rinsed it out and used conditioner. Make sure you rinse it out thoroughly. You don't want any more dye in your hair at all. Rinse it out with cold water, use conditioner, and then the next time you go to wash your hair, use shampoo. So it'll last longer. Otherwise, it'll just come straight out. Side note, this has nothing to do with like colored hair, but if you are bleaching your hair at home, do not rinse it out in ice cold water or hot water. It's got to be like lukewarm water, because if you do that in cold water, it'll just break your hair off completely. So if you're bleaching your hair at home, lukewarm water. If you are coloring your hair, always use cold water. So there you have it. I hope that these tips help you out with your colored hair. Let me know how it goes. Send me pictures on Instagram if you have colored your hair. I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.